Hey guys, Five here with episode number 3 of the Newcastle career mode on FIFA 21 Next Gen. We're kicking today's episode off against Wolves at St James's Park. We've had a bit of a shaky start to the season, so if we could pick up a win here, get some momentum going, that would be brilliant. Especially against a team like Wolves, who they tend to slip up against teams like ourselves. You know, they're brilliant against the top 6, but when they come to our stadiums, come to the stadiums kind of for teams a little bit lower down, they tend to struggle. So 24 minutes in, when the chance came our way here through St Maxime charging down on goal, forced a very, very nice save out of Roy Patricio. But if we actually take a look at it from a different angle, this wasn't even on target. That was going wide. So there was really no need to save it, but I guess it was just being precautionary there by Roy Patricio. But again, they're giving the ball away to us, and they're giving us chances as Longstaff. We've got to try and get it 1-0 up here just before half-time as he knocks the ball through to Wilson, stops in the box. Oh, it's just a brilliant goal. You would have expected him to hit that one with his left, but he stopped, faced up against the goal, and hit it on his right, and bang, into the opposite corner, past Roy Patricio. Callum Wilson has got a goal, and it seems, hopefully now, his confidence is booming and he should be able to kick on from here and become that striker that we want him to be this season as Almiron in the second half. Just dribbling around, trying to find some space. Moutinho's pushing. He finds Isaac Hayden. Hayden finds Wilson. Wilson up to Longstaff. Back to Wilson. Back to Longstaff. And it's a brilliant finish. The Longstaff brothers at centre midfield, they like to get forward. And they've already got a couple of goals this season. It's really, really, really working quite nicely. And obviously when we bring on John Joe Shelvey, he's not got a bad shot on him either. So yeah, the centre midfield kind of partnerships that we've got so far this season are working out really nicely. And we're 2-0 up here against Wolves in a game I thought I was going to struggle, but they've really not created anything. You know, we've kept Raul Jimenez quiet, we've kept Adama quiet, and even on the left-hand side, Pedro Neto and all the likes of them lot kept it absolutely silent. Really, really, really well we've played this game. And late on in the game, we're still creating chances as well. For St Maxime, he's gone over onto the right-hand side at this point. And Ryan Fraser making his debut for the team. He's come on the left-hand side. There's a great chance to make it 3-0. Callum Wilson has his shot saved by Rob Patricio. Best save of the game so far as we go into the last minute of the game. Ryan Fraser charging forward. You can see we still want a goal as Callum Wilson knocks the ball to Longstaff. The two goal scorers working together there. Out wide to Jamal Lewis. He's got a man in the middle to aim for in Callum Wilson. He gets his brace. And it is an absolutely incredible header. Beauty of a header, if I don't mind saying so myself. Just look at the replay here. Bang. He doesn't even have to do anything. The ball's just got to hit him and it goes in. He's not got to strain and push forward with his head. None of that. All he has to do is just let the ball hit him. That's what he does. And he goes into the back of the net. We win 3-0 here at St James's Park. Longstaff with one of the goals. Callum Wilson with the other two. And it's just absolutely brilliant. He got 2 goals and an assist in that one, Callum Wilson. As we're going to take Fulham on at Craven's Cottage. This is a team newly promoted. Obviously, they've got one of our former players in Mitrovic, and in this game, Ryan Kent, the player we signed in the previous episode, is making his debut over on that right-hand side. We've retrained him. So we've got St Maxime on the left, Wilson at striker, and Ryan Kent on that right wing. And as we look at their squad, it's a 4-2-3-1. They've recently been promoted from the Championship, so this is kind of a team we should be able to beat with the quality of players that we've got in our squad. And hopefully we can do so in today's game. Picking up back-to-back victories would be really, really nice as Longstaff once again charging forward, this time into St Maxime. He's just going to get past Sidibe quite easily actually. John Joe Shelvey turns into the path of Ryan Kent. He's going to go for a nice little shot. Areola makes a save. St Maxime knocks it into the path of Longstaff. And that is back-to-back games where Sean Longstaff has been in the box and tucked it into the back of the net. Absolutely incredible. Really, really, really good. As I did just say, they are getting forward into these spaces and they are finishing them off absolutely brilliantly. As John Joe Shelvey on the ball charges forward. He's got Ryan Kent to one side. He's also got the man in Yedlin if he should need him. Ryan Kent on the ball against Anthony Robertson. Knocks it through to Yedlin. Man in the middle is St Maxime. Can't quite get there. Areola does palm it unfortunately for himself straight into the path of Callum Wilson, who just easily just passes it into the back of the net. Simple finish. That is now 3 goals in the past 2 games for him. And I think it's 5 goals in total in this season. So he's playing really well, considering the fact that he missed so many chances against the likes of Southampton. He just could not hit the back of the net against them. But we're charging forward again very late in this first half as Ryan Kent on the ball once again. He's looking for this goal. He's had a couple of chances so far. At a tight angle, goes for the shot. Anderson actually gets the block in there. It wasn't Areola. And it's really unfortunate, but he's creating chances for himself. So his goal should come. But 10 minutes into the second half, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, a player I'm actually going to try and pick up next season on a transfer. Obviously, he's on loan from Chelsea. We do need a player in the midfield that I think can just dribble forward and get the goal. I don't think the Longstaff brothers are the best at dribbling. Obviously, their finishing's brilliant, but they're dribbling, they're holding on to the ball, they're passing. Maybe could be better. And I'm thinking between either Ross Barkley and Ruben Loftus-Cheek, maybe even both, picking both up from Chelsea. As a transfer for Callum Wilson, that's the kind of opportunities he's missing. He's scoring the harder ones, missing the easier ones. As it's Sidibe, overhead kick ball into the path of Tommy. Tommy on the edge of the box goes down. Apparently that's a foul there by Lascelles. I'm not too sure, but it's 19 yards out. Kevin Gamero, the French striker. Let's have another free kick conceded. And I just don't understand. I don't understand how that is even a free kick in the first place, if you get what I'm saying. But it's now 2-2. They've brought the game back from being 2-0 down. Really well done to them. Poor defensively from ourselves, though, as Yedlin on this right-hand side. Trying to get it back into this one. You can see at this point Almiron's come on for Ryan Kent. He had an impressive debut. Couldn't quite find the back of the net though. As Longstaff holds up the ball, knocks it out to St. Maxime. All he's got to do is turn his fellow Frenchman in Sidibe. Nice little Rabona fake into Wilson. Turns his men. And he just... You know how he passed his first goal into the back of the net? That one, it was a pass, but it did not go into the back of the net. It was easily caught by Areola. And it's still 2-2 with a chance here. Almiron trying to find a bit of space, trying to find the pass to Wilson. He finds Shelby. He finds Hayden. He finds Longstaff. He finds St. Maxime. He's open at the back post. Hits it on his right foot. 2-2 now goes to 3-2. We are back in front very late in the game. And that should be all 3 points wrapped up here at Craven Cottage. As Almiron charges across, plays the ball to St. Maxime. He's going to go for another goal, but it is well saved by Areola. And that is going to be the final chance of the game for ourselves as Areola boots the ball upfield. Mitrovic can't win the header. Lascelles is just going to pass it back to Dubravka, waste a bit of time. The final whistle will be blown, and we are victors 3-2, 6 points in today's episode. As we go into the final game at Selhurst Park in the round 3 of the Carabao Cup. Fully rotated side out there pretty much. We've got the likes of, Dummett, Kraft. Dubravka's still in there and makes a terrible mistake there, denying him the chance of actually keeping a clean sheet in this one as Wolf Zaha skips over the top. The ball runs underneath. He finds it on the other end and he tucks it into the back of the net, making it 1-0 to Crystal Palace in this one. And it's not really the way we wanted to start this game, as again we're going to lose possession here to Jamie Forrest, newly brought in from Celtic for them. He's got a chance to shoot here, but Hayden charges in. He's going to pass it back to Riedewald. Riedewald to Zaha. Zaha through to Ayew. He then again tucks it past the goalkeeper. It's now 2-0 to Crystal Palace at this point. And at this point, I went into the sim mode because I thought this rotation side isn't going to get back into this one. And as you can see, look at our team on the right-hand side. It's a very rotational one. And they do actually score a third early in the second half. 3-0. We're out of the Carabao Cup. That's fine by me. And we're going to end today's episode off by looking at our youth players from around the grounds. We've got Scotland, England and Argentina. And we've got a couple of good ones that we will sign up into the academy from each of these countries. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.